the beginning was the Word. And the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Emmanuel, God with us. He breathed his life into all things. Man and woman, he made them, and they became the pinnacle of his design and gladdened the heart of the Father. Confusion sets in. The Father sends his only Son into the world to bring order to chaos. His Son speaks of freedom for prisoners, sight to the blind, a year of the Father's favour for all who are downtrodden. This real-world love challenged mediocrity and societal norms, leading to an uprising of chaos amongst those who turned their backs on the Maker. The Father's only Son was bound, scourged, and endured a grueling death, that of a criminal. The earth sank in darkness. The promise of an empty tomb became reality 3 days on. In this season, the promised fire consumed the hearts of somewhat simple and insignificant people. Holy fire rested upon the spirits of these, and the people of the way emerged. For centuries, these communities were known for caring for the sick, the dying, the outcast. Men and women gave their lives wholeheartedly. In 1967, young people gathered in pursuit of that same fire, and overcome with its radiance ignited a movement of the modern-day world. Near 60 years on, that fire burns from the heart of Emmanuel City Mission, South Brisbane. Every step towards the red centre of this great Southland of the Holy Spirit. And beyond.
Why didn't you walk it for Brisbane?
Why do we walk from Brisbane?
Yeah.
We walk from Brisbane because in Brisbane we look after people who don't have a place to sleep at night. They haven't got a bed or a home, and so we're walking to raise awareness and to raise support for them.
What about you, Jeff?
Well, I'm walking with him, so we're doing the same thing together.
What you doing, Mingley?
I'm just chilling here.
Okay. Roby, what did you do this week?
This week, my little brother, I walked 300 kilometres. We started the week just past Tobermory.
Freezing. Never been so cold in my life. Got a hoodie, a jumper, plumbing gloves for crying out loud. 2 hoods on. We're gonna have to go get some thermals like Dan. How are you feeling, Dan?
I'm so warm.
Yeah. Day 50, Monday.
Day 50. Haven't turned 50 yet, so it's good to turn 50.
Yeah.
Let's go here.
Somewhere here.
Alright, so 27.
Yeah.
Oh, 26.8. It's all mental now. Nothing physical about it. The body's just like, it's what you do now. I'll have a crash after this, but the body will go, why aren't you up running? But it's Jeff just said it himself. It's mental now because finish line is like just there. Like it literally feels like it's just around that bend, K's wise. But the crew felt how cold it was this morning.
You got legs sore?
Yeah, after 54 days of walking and running, you could say your legs are a bit sore.
Yeah, my legs are a bit sore. My feet are getting very tired because I've been running on red dirt. Lots of rocks, you know, these rocks out here. So yeah, my feet are getting sore.
What about you? English? Like to play around football and record, play around, kick the ball.
And boys, which one of you is the dancer? You're the dancer. Can you show us some dance moves here? Come on, bro. Hey, there it is. Come on, you can do better than that.
No.
What about?
I want to meet him.
Come on.
Listen, look at him. He's doing Fortnite. Dad. I can easy.
Here we go. Oh, look at that.
I can
He's got
do
some
more
style.
better, like.
Day 50. Day 50.
Breakfast done.
Happy 50th. It's our golden jubilee today.
Golden Jubilee of being on the road. A marathon of ultra marathons we've completed already.
Here we are, Hearts Range, a Tidjara community, and looking forward to having an ice block soon. Yeah, we're just here to have a chat, really about just who we are and what we're doing out here. It's been 8 weeks, and wow, we've covered some terrain and some territory as we sit here in this community. The question I pose to the group is like, who are we before we came here, and before we, for some, before they cook their first meal in the morning, or before they hitch the car on and drive out to the track and drop off the team. Who are we, just so we can share a bit about that. I'm happy to kick it off, and I think first and foremost, I'm reminded most nights of who I am because I'll get a phone call fired off to a bit like these. I'm usually surrounded by kids like this. I guess first and foremost, I'm a family guy. I'm a husband of 20 years this particular year, and that was celebrated on this pilgrimage, and fortunate to have a family as a result, and two boys and 5 girls. And I guess that's what I bring out here to this experience, is that I'm going back to that, and that's what I've sort of started it from. So, a bit of tomfoolery like these lads is what I'm used to at home. Got a real heart for people that are, they just haven't maybe had the foundations that I had in life, and that's really led me to the city mission response. And I guess I bring that family component. I bring the dynamics of the household to what becomes an expression of wanting to provide for people that are going through tough times. I'll pass over to Jeff.
Yeah, who am I? I am first and foremost someone that loves Jesus and a Christian, and that forms a lot of my worldviews, I guess, a lot of my foundation, and flowing from that is my love for Jacinta, my wife, and 2 kids that have flowed from that relationship, and they are the joy of our life, and we are blessed to have our little family of 4. So in Brisbane, I'm a building manager for Emmanuel City Mission. I run my own business, Ascent Solutions. I also run a ticketing company called tickets.org.au. So I'm a businessman that likes to direct my business work towards helping society.
I'm Lucas. I'm husband to Maria, which is Roby's sister. Father to Haley, Isabella, Miranda, Caleb and Jacob. I work at ECM as well. I run the kitchen. I find joy in
providing food for people, no matter who it is. Yeah, everyone's happy when they're eating. So, yeah, I like to tinker. I'm a builder. I'm a mechanic. I've done a few things. So.
Who is Sam? He's a husband to Julianne, who's given me 5 beautiful children. Ben, Jane, Rebecca, Greg and my baby Jeffrey. And yeah, I've worked in the power industry for 46 years and enjoyed that, but now retired I'm able to do things outside the workforce, and it's great to be able to support Jeffrey and all my other children, the needs that they require. It's yeah, really great.
I would say I'm a creative person. I'm a musician. I love taking photos and videos. That's my personality. But me as a man of God, I'm a newlywed.
You got a unique story, man. Tell us a bit about that, because it's a powerful testimony.
I would not be sitting in this backyard of a church if it wasn't for the support and encouragement from my wife. I got married about 3 months ago, and I've been here for 2 months, so you can do the maths. It wasn't long before I was on this trip. When I first called Krista about this, the first thing she said was, "All right, when are you going?" It was never hesitation. If there was hesitation, I wouldn't be here. But I'm just so blessed and lucky to have such a supportive woman. Yeah, so I'm a husband. Yeah, I'm a family guy. You know, God willing, I'll have children eventually. But yeah, I'm one of 6 children, and yeah, I am who I was brought up to be, around a family of musicians and yeah, just support. So I'm very blessed to have that as well.
Go. Gosh, it's hard to get out of bed. It's cold out here. Very cold day. 51. Doing our best. Making it count. Far away. It's cold.
And on the 8th week, there was fire.
Mate, all I wanted this whole trip was to walk into a fire for breakfast. Years have done it. I've gone from feeling sorry for myself to feeling great. It's a cracker.
Fingertips, oh fingertips, come back to me, oh fingertips.
Your hands are literally in the flame.
Oh no.
It doesn't feel like it. They feel frozen.
What do you feed this lad these last 8 weeks?
These last 8 weeks, well, he has egg, rice and fruit. What would you call it?
A rice pudding, Dave.
A rice pudding, that's it, rice pudding. Whatever else I can feed him after that, whether it's toast or crackers or whatever. And he has his bar of chocolate. And then come lunchtime, it'll be, sometimes a smoothie when he comes in. And that'll do him for about an hour or so. Then he'll have his steak and veggies and rice.
Yeah, well, as Dan's been putting out there, the old breakfast burritos. So that's Robbie's brekkie. Well, first he comes in with a banana. Okay, he's got to sit in his chair with his nana blanket and then get his banana. And then I do a big brekkie burrito for him, and then he has 2 honey sandwiches, toasted sandwiches. And then he's even been going the noodles. You haven't had what since you were 14?
Mangarine. We've got to get through 50k days. There's not a lot in the way of content. Like, we're not feeding you anything exciting. We're not doing any skits this week as such, but you're still present to what I'd call as ordinary time. And we know in our tradition that ordinary time's a big part of our tradition. There's not much ordinary about what we're doing. However, tell us about just general creativity out here. Like, what are you looking for? What are you doing when things are a little bit more kind of like repetitive? What happens when those moments strike? Like, yeah, just give us an overview of how your creative genius flows.
The best creative things and visions usually come out of no plan at all. And just seeing what happens, particularly on a trip like this, where you don't know what's going to happen. And you don't know what God's got in store, really, at the end of the day. You know, the community dinner at Blackall, we couldn't have planned that. But what you get out of that is an outpouring of just community spirit and coming together. Yeah, the best things are just unscripted. As much as it's fun to film Western movies shooting out of bananas and stuff, like, I think when it comes to creativity out here, I've found it really easy because I'm just surrounded by inspiration. Inspiration of creation. Now I'm writing poetry, see, it just comes
Spoken
out.
word, though.
Yeah, spoken word.
Tell us about your sleeping arrangements. You must be in hotels, like getting good rest for creative juices.
Yeah, look, they walk and I get a helicopter back to the hotel. Nah, I've been on top of the troopy in a pop-up tent, and I wouldn't want it any other way, because as much as I'm documenting this, I'm also on the pilgrimage. I'm also on the journey with these boys, and it's been incredible.
Fellas, like we're here in a Tidjara community. We're about to go to the Tidjara store. We knew we were coming here, and for me, arrival here week 8 was kind of like the beginnings of the JP2 flavour, in that we're not exclusive with the messaging of Alice Springs, but we do know that he spoke to the heart of this nation's First Nations people. And 40 years on, we're just trying to understand, like, as a non-Aboriginal Australian myself, and as each one of us being non-Aboriginal people ourselves in this country, we're just trying to understand, like, participation and contribution and those things that JP2 spoke about. But I've got to say, coming into the community, for me, I really had thought about, like, I want to arrive with the JP2 kind of dignity, and I know that there was, we were a little bit uncomfortable about what I'd proposed, chucking the flag on mine and Jeff's shoulder. Not uncomfortable because we thought it was inappropriate, but just like, okay, that's different. But next thing you know, we're processing. Roby, from Brisbane. You know where Brisbane is?
I'm Brisbane too.
Hey?
I'm Brisbane too.
Oh, it's him? Nice.
Right there.
That's him.
And you. That's you.
That's me.
I just don't have my blue shirt on.
Where are we going?
Shop. We are going to find a shop to Lottie to get ice cream.
We'll get an ice cream. Okay? I don't know how this is going to work. This is going to get hectic. Yeah, of course. Hey, what a legend. Where are we, brother? Half range. Awesome. Hey. Oh! Who's the best footy player?
Me.
Yeah. Who's the best footy player?
Me.
Who's the best footy player, bro?
Me.
Yeah. There's a disco every night at the Sports and Rec Hall, which is just cool. It's different. It's kids out here are they're really living in literally in the dust, in the dirt, not in an impoverished sense, but just in living as probably their people have for a long time. And there's a joy amongst the young ones. There's a freedom. There's a learning here for me. There's a learning, I think, for all of us in just who is Australian, who are the Australian people. Because here we've got an Australian community. City Mission Courtyard is an Australian community. Manual Community is an Australian community. Our families and bloodlines are part of the Australian story. It really has helped just to sort of remind me again of the width and breadth. And I guess it just leads me to a crescendo, which for me was two things. It was, Jeff, your wife came out. How good to have Jacinta come and join you for the last week, and the girls joining you only in a few days' time. But how good to have Jacinta out here. It did mean that you had the night in Alice Springs. You had a bit of time just to sort of sow the first fruits and spend time with her. But it meant logistically it was a bit hard to get back out here after going in. So you've had the night in Alice Springs. We've gone on to have an incredible night of just a simple sausage sizzle. City Mission people know what it is to have the Sunday sausage sizzle. Well, Lucas brought it out here, and Sam and myself and Dan, we just hooked into a little bit of song, a little bit of fellowship, as they described it.
Just like Sunday morning, but Saturday night, just at ECM, like you're pushing 300 sausages over the barbecue. You got it's the same vibe. You had the same vibe. You had the soft drinks going, the eskies are full, everyone running around, and then just chatting to everyone. It was cool. Yeah.
Your name is power.
Your name is healing.
Your name is healing.
Your name is what?
Your name is love.
Break every stronghold.
Break every stronghold.
Shine through the darkness.
Shine through the shadows.
Burn like a fire.
Burn like a fire.
One more time. Your name is power. Mate, singing a couple of songs, sharing, a bit of prayer, bit of testimony from our end. What was it like just, being able to do that out in a place like this where you haven't been before?
I'm very blessed to be able to do a very similar thing down in the Lismore Diocese with a worship team called Wildfire. And we're always playing to young kids in primary schools. It feels close to home, but it's so different. And these kids are just so energetic.
Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. The Bible tells me so.
One more time, ready?
Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. The Bible tells me.
Guys, it's a week just to share our hearts with you. Week 8's been awesome. It's been a lot of case. I'm excited for 9. Really excited for week 9. Excited for family. Excited for the summit. Excited for Alice Springs. Excited for the Bins track, Altunga. We are coming at you. We're going to take you the whole way, as we've said. This is who we are. We're just simple blokes with beautiful, loving families that are with us. They are the 50% of the deal. And we're going all the way to Alice Springs, Santa Teresa.